halting support for a number of its weather satellites, the importance of these collectors of data and imagery from space remains key to understanding our changing climate. Students in grades 8 through 12 here in the U.S. are getting an opportunity to learn more about these satellites and their contributions to the study of long-term climate behavior through a free online series offered by the AMSAT Youth Initiative. The coursework is designed to let students progress through the material independently. The first installment is called Introduction to Satellite Meteorology and will be followed by the next release in June. Future topics include wildlife and natural resources, navigation, climate change, and pollution control. Visit buzzsat.com, that is BUZZSAT.com, to see more details about the course. This is Salembi, KB3, QZD.
Amateur Radio Newsline will continue in just a moment.
Another business that was a reliable supplier of electronics for ham radio operators has closed its doors. We have those details from Jack Parker, W8ISH.
Since it was founded in Florida in January of 1972, Marvin P. Jones and Associates gained a loyal following among amateur radio operators, looking for everything from power supplies to electronic switches and other components. The family-owned business closed its doors on the 9th of May and announced on its website that it would no longer be taking phone calls after the 23rd of the month. Its remaining inventory was purchased by another company in Florida, Skycraft Surplus. Positive reviews of the company's customer service and the quality of its products reflect the satisfaction that hams and other purchasers of electronic components received after doing business repeatedly with the company, which is also known as MPJ and Associates. The company's website gave no reason for the closure. A statement simply said, quote, "It has been an honor to have done business with you," end quote. This is Jack Parker, W8ISH.
Just as the American explorers Meriwether Lewis and William Clark tied the landscape of the early North American West together via their travels in the early 19th century, more than 30 ham radio clubs in 16 states are carving out a trail of communications along that same route. Radio operators are calling CQ from May 31st through to June 15th in the Dakotas, Idaho, Indiana, Kentucky, and other states that were eventually established within the explored territory. The special event, Lewis and Clark Trail on the Air, has expanded since its launch in 2022 with the Clark County Amateur Radio Club in Vancouver, Washington State. Now it encourages chasers to try for contacts of one club in each of the 16 states or one of two bonus stations who are representing the Jefferson Indian Peace Medals. The explorers handed these medals out to the chiefs of tribes they encountered during their expedition. For information about certificates or participating clubs, visit the website lctota.org for details.
Amateur Radio Newsline will continue in just a moment.
Time for you to identify your station. We are the Amateur Radio Newsline, heard on bulletin stations around the world, including the WB0YLE repeater on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. through All Star in Morrisville, Pennsylvania, and Fall River, Massachusetts. Luxembourg's Postal Service is joining the celebration of the IARU's 100th birthday, as we hear from Jeremy Booth, G4NJH.
100 years ago, Radio Amateur de Luxembourg was amongst the organizations representing radio amateurs from 23 nations at the founding of the International Amateur Radio Union in Paris. Celebrating the centenary and showing pride in Luxembourg's role, the Post Philately of Luxembourg has issued a postage stamp and a matching postal card marking the anniversary. The stamp will be released in the weeks ahead and will be available